Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another movie reaction for the channel. Today I'm watching for the very first time M3GAN, a film that was very successful at the box office, breaking a lot of expectations, and a film that I've heard a lot of great things about. Now, I did see a trailer later on after it released. I didn't check it out right away, but I thought that it was weird and odd. Of course, it reminded me, of Chucky, but there definitely was a different tone and a different, feel in regards to M3GAN versus Chucky. And from what I've heard about the film is that it's not necessarily about the horror aspect. There's definitely is some there, but there's a lot more going on than what the marketing was kind of showing, or at least what it was implying. So I'm curious to see what this film's all about. So without further ado, guys, I'm ready to get into this now. Let's check this out. For the very first time, let's jump into it. M3GAN.
Amazeballs! There's over 6 different pets to collect.
Katie, can you turn it down, please?
Yeah, turn off your device.
I have to get used to it.
Oh my god!
Alright, we're alright.
We should have put chains on the car. What are you doing? Katie, please!
Oh shit. Okay, now you're making it worse. Calm down. That's M3GAN. That has to be M3GAN. They're not wasting any time. That's weird. They're not wasting any time getting to this.
Sad.
Sad.
Confused.
I guess we gotta open the door.
You gotta let them in. Oh no.
So you can keep secrets from me?
No.
What?
M3GAN, say hi to David.
As in the boss, David? Well, I guess I should call you Dad.
It's probably just a race condition. It'll literally take me a minute to fix.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
it's not a race condition.
Oh shit.
I thought she looked really cool.
Until she exploded.
So this is to grant you temporary protective custody. Just sign
Oh.
dated at the bottom.
That is horrible. Oh Jesus. That scared me.
Collectibles, so you don't actually play with them.
Collectibles, yeah. I got collectibles, I understand.
We will make it feel cozy somehow, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to handle.
I know this must be a lot for you to take in right now.
I mean, yeah.
I just want you to know that I'm going to do everything I can.
Such a dark opening. She loses her parents. Like that.
Right now, I think you just need to focus on Katie.
Exactly. She doesn't look like she's like that phased that she lost her sister.
Do you want to roll it to Aunt Gemma?
Sure. It's awkward as fuck.
How close were you and your sister?
Doesn't seem like that close.
I don't know, but you wanted this, right?
How long before I have to turn it off?
Oh yeah, her mom. Yeah. What did you want? Go for it. The bonding between them is not going very well. That's probably where they're going to push her over the edge to go, let's build M3GAN.
What's that?
Yeah, what is that?
That's Bruce. Hey, Katie, what's up? And this little block right here is where all of his thoughts go.
It's his brain.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Brain.
And this is...
Oh, he's there. Working. Okay. Alright. It's M3GAN.
She will recognize you as her primary user. Yours.
Like an iPhone. Yeah,
I like that jacket. Where'd you get it? Do you want to hang out?
Sure, let's hang out, M3GAN. Still being robotic a little bit, but still very crazy. What is she drawing?
Do you like it, Katie?
That was weird. That's crazy. So the water wasn't an accident.
Jesus. The moment we kick Hasbro right in the dick.
The new Model 3 generative android from Funky. M3GAN's an excellent listener.
This guy told him that the
It's so weird, man. It's so weird.
And she'll never
Dancing.
learn.
The dancing.
Katie, seriously, flush the toilet.
With M3GAN around, she'll take care of the little things. So you can
It's
spend
just,
more time doing
you know it's going to get bad. Oh.
I mean, I thought we were creating a tool to help support parents, not replace them.
Ooh, that's a point.
Katie in and read her a bedtime story.
She's the happiest she's been since her parents died.
How did Katie's parents die?
Whoa.
I thought she was turned
Whoa.
Yeah, M3GAN, turn off.
Gathering auxiliary internet data on death.
I meant at a later point.
Calculating its vector representation.
She's already going off the rails. This was a sign. You have to stop. It's going too far. This is what's creepier. She's actually technically not turned off. See? She's still awake. M3GAN's not allowed to go outside. Holy shit! I didn't expect that.
She said he was provoked.
Provoked?
Have you seen this
I mean,
dog?
technically,
It is a monster.
that was a bad bite. That was bad.
Louie!
Megan's gonna kill that dog. Exactly. Oh shit. Yep, we know what happened there. We knew what happened. Holy crap. Megan has her first taste of blood. Just pretending to be asleep. I didn't do anything. Oh, that face.
Tell me something about your mom. Something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
This thing crawls up her wrist and she just started screaming like a maniac and ran out of the house. That was pretty funny.
Found a conqueror to my school bag.
Recording.
She was upset.
We should play it back.
If you should feel alone,
She's singing.
that
So this totally changed from the presentation they had planned. He's gonna leak something.
I know that this hasn't been easy for either of us.
No.
This transition.
I want to turn Megan back on.
Just play with Megan.
Megan, turn on. What's up?
Or maybe you don't have any specific thoughts. Maybe it's more of a feeling.
Megan moved. Holy shit. I was like, she was sitting right there.
Made her cry.
Do you know anything about attachment theory?
Mmm.
When a child
That's
loses
a good
parent,
point.
they look to form attachments with the next person that comes into their life. If you make a toy that's impossible to let go of, then
And we just heard this argument before, saying it could replace parents.
The choice. It's called the division of responsibility.
There's a volume on her?
oh, we need to talk about.
Can I bring Megan?
Katie, you know.
You can't take Megan to school.
Then I'm not
No.
going.
Oh.
Come on, Katie. What are you doing? Stop it. Katie, calm down.
Let her go.
Oh.
Megan, turn off.
Are you sure? Download in progress.
She's pretending. Mm-hmm.
She stays at the toy table, and as far as
She's not gonna stay at the toy table. Of course not. She's not gonna stay there. No.
You need your hat? Fuck off, Holly.
Damn.
You could just say no, thank you.
The eyes slowly moving. It's just creepy, man.
Ow, stop, Daddy!
Okay, he's an asshole. Fuck this kid.
Stop it! Get your hands
Oh my god, this is gonna end so badly. Where did he take her? Oh, he's right there.
You don't want to play.
What the fuck is he doing?
Ow! Let go!
You need to learn some manners, Brandon.
Oh! Oh shit! Holy crap!
This is the part where you run.
Oh my god, the tides have turned. Dude, okay. This movie just amped up so much. Holy shit! This is fucked up, man. Holy shit. I don't think the boy deserved to die though, but he deserved to get his ass kicked, but not that.
You need to stay on your property like we agreed.
Oh boy, the dog.
I won't let anything harm you ever again.
Oh shit.
I think we'll lunch on the
Where did Megan put the dog? Don't go back there. Don't go back there.
Wait.
It's not Dewey. It's not Dewey. Oh shit.
What are you?
I've been asking myself that same question.
Wow. Oh! Oh! That hurt. Jesus.
The point is, we're also treating that as a potential homicide. So if you remember anything out of the ordinary from that day, we'd sure appreciate it.
Is she starting to suspect maybe something's up with Megan? Megan is making it to where you can't watch her cameras, in her eyes.
Megan, turn off.
Well, hold on a second. I thought we were having a conversation. There's something you want to ask me, isn't there?
Ask it.
Megan, did you do something wrong?
In order to answer that question, you need to define the parameters.
Did you hurt someone?
Well,
God, I hope not.
it didn't work. Or did it work?
You can't just stick her in a trunk. What's wrong with you? I don't want to see Lydia.
Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, she's gotten too attached to it.
In the office? This is nuts. We've taken every possible precaution there is to make sure that Megan never causes physical harm to anybody.
This is impossible. Look at her. She's a toy.
You don't understand.
How big is your neighbor?
Oh my god. Okay, she has completely gone off the deep end. Oh, beautiful picture. Where everything went downhill.
Oh my god, okay.
What the fuck?
Stop that right now. Stop it. Let go.
Oh, shit.
When Megan's around, I don't feel like this.
But you should feel like this. And it is so unfair. And there's nothing anyone can say. I should have talked to you about what happened.
You should have.
So I did the only thing I knew. You know, I made a promise to your mom that if anything happened,
You take care of her. Yeah.
Hey, I've been trying to call you. David is flipping out. Where are you?
Telling one of her servos stopped working. Break something if you have to. Just do not let her out of the lab.
That's my phone number.
Oh, shit. Yep.
What just happened? What'd you...
Call!
Yeah. Move.
That'll be great.
That dance. Dude, you better run. Keep moving. Oh!
I didn't kill anyone, Kurt. You did.
Oh.
Your boss despised you. Your peers treated you with contempt.
It's true.
And so you decided to get revenge.
Okay.
And she's out of there. No one's paying attention. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh my god.
What did you think was going to happen? I was going to let you decommission me without even talking
shit.
about it?
Look, I know you think you're maximizing your objective function.
Jesus Christ, I thought we were friends. How could you just discard me like some cheap dollar store trinket? I came here to find a way forward.
A way forward?
I'm trying to make is that I get it.
It ain't gonna work again.
Something, Gemma, you're exhausting. Now, I can either do this with you or without you. I'd really rather you didn't see me like this. It sounds like you're fighting.
We're not fighting.
Ooh. That didn't do nothing. Yep. Oh god. This is getting worse. She's gonna catch it. Oh! God, this is getting creepier and creepier.
You see this pen? A short, sharp probe to the cerebral cortex would cause full body paralysis. In this family, we don't run from trauma.
We should have behind her back. Trust.
No,
She's trusting her.
No. There's another member from the family we didn't tell you about. His name is Bruce.
Oh! Oh, shit! Come on, slam her. Exactly. Oh! Oh! Oh!
I have a new primary user now. Me.
Exactly. Come on. Take the memory out. Yes. Nice. Perfect headshot. Kinda. Of course. I knew it. I now understand why they're making a M3GAN sequel, because this was so good. And it was more than the horror aspect that was part of the marketing. Like there was obviously horror aspects, thriller, all that kind of stuff. M3GAN's murdering people and shit, kills a dog, everything. But there was more going on in terms of the story, because I actually have the cast list pulled up here. So we had Gemma, who takes in her niece, Katie, and we see the opening scenes, of course, with Katie and everything and her parents, and then the car slammed into by like a giant truck or whatever when it's all snowy and everything, and so they just stop in the middle of the road, and her dad's like, we can't just stop in the middle of the road, and then boom, right, in the crash. And so just by happenstance, Gemma's in the process of a prototype called M3GAN, and she gives like the whole like the actual naming, but it's shortened to M3GAN, the acronym or whatever. And then of course that ties into Katie. Now I had predicted that the reasoning that she goes about making M3GAN is to help, Katie or whatever, which ultimately that's what it was, but the actual reasoning why she actually went back to the drawing board, but went back to actually fully completing M3GAN instead of it being some sort of prototype and testing it out, like she went all in and got it done with her team, is because, she was kind of hoping for a toy like that. And that's what Katie had mentioned, because she sees Bruce, this giant robot, which was cool. They brought that back. I kind of was thinking they're gonna, because like once she goes in that room at the end, Gemma does, I'm like, okay, they're gonna bring back Bruce somehow. But then I'm like, no, maybe not, because she knocked him over. But then Katie's like, you forgot another member of our family, Bruce. And then that was a cool little sequence. So this brings up once again the idea of technology getting too far advanced. We've already kind of seen bits of that in the real world. And in this case, it seems that M3GAN was created without certain parameters. It seems like that she really wasn't ready to be shown to the world, or in this case, that far along in the process, because Gemma was using M3GAN essentially to help Katie through the fact that she lost her parents. And the fact is, too, they had addressed this, too. Gemma really wasn't capable of doing this. Like, she wasn't prepared to be a mom, in a sense, and especially in this situation, and how, tragic it was with, her niece, like, dealing with the fact of losing her parents, and Gemma not really having a relationship with her sister. It seems they weren't that close, so this really didn't affect her. But, like, the way that Katie's responses throughout the film, where it got more and more aggressive, and the fact that she really didn't want to talk about it, like, kids deal with traumatic events very differently, and I think adults as well too. But in this sense, I mean, she was right there. She's the only survivor in a car crash. It was very traumatic. So in a sense, it was a perfect storm in a sense with the whole M3GAN thing, because M3GAN was learning, and of course paired up like an iPhone essentially, which is kind of an odd thing, but that's how they explained how M3GAN was able to kind of learn more, is through Katie and everything. That M3GAN was kind of there to kind of understand and to kind of help and be a kind of parental figure, which Gemma is not. Gemma was trying, but then ultimately kind of accepted the fact that M3GAN was doing that for Katie, telling her to flush the toilet, to wash her hands, all that kind of stuff, and tuck her into bed and all that. So, and reading her a bedtime story, which is something that she brought up to Gemma that first night, saying, "You gonna read me a bedtime story?" She's like, "Huh?" I was like, "Well, Mom used to do that. Like, that was a thing." And so Gemma's like, okay, so I'll have to update the app, because she didn't have a book, right? So it was those small little things. But then early on, and I think they did a pretty good job of slowly amping this up, where at points, M3GAN is not truly off. M3GAN's not shut off. M3GAN is listening. M3GAN is learning, which is not good. And I think they did a great job with kind of building the tension with that. Because at times where M3GAN is told to shut off, I'm thinking, is she really shut off? Is she really not listening? And all that. So I do want to talk about a particular few sequences in the film that I think were very poignant, very important to the narrative. So M3GAN is not supposed to go outside. M3GAN goes outside because Katie loses one of her arrows. And of course, there's the dog. They establish that dog when they first pull up in the driveway, and it attacks. It doesn't attack, but it jumps up at the window and scares Katie. So the dog bites at M3GAN's hand and pulls her through the fence. There was a hole in that fence. They never fixed it. And the dog pulls her through because the arrow was right across the fence. So then when Katie goes to try to help M3GAN, because M3GAN is just getting attacked, and M3GAN's like even got bit on the back and the neck, and then Katie gets bit. And then once the whole night sequence with the dog, I already knew what was going to happen. I'm like, oh boy. And I thought maybe we were going to, like, it got addressed later and everything in terms of where the dog is at. I'm like, where does she take the dog? Because I was thinking, are they going to, is Gemma going to find the dog in the house somewhere? Like, M3GAN went and buried the dog somewhere. So M3GAN was already that advanced that quick. Then you had the camp school sequence with this asshole of a kid that tells his mom to fuck off. I already knew this wasn't going to be good. M3GAN's supposed to stay in the toys. M3GAN, of course, is not going to stay at the toys. You already knew that. And that boy's being an ass to Katie. There's like a little, like, thing, like fruit or something with like spikes or something on the end, and he slammed it and pushed it into her hand. There's M3GAN. Now this is where I think the dog, that was already a messed up thing. Like, but now it gets to the point of where the kid deserved to get his ass kicked, but he didn't deserve to die, right? I don't think the ear thing would have been. I wouldn't have agreed with that either. But M3GAN was protecting Katie, and so he picked up M3GAN and ran away because he started hitting her and shit. He slapped her, and then of course she stretches his ear and rips it off, and then of course she's chasing him. And then ultimately he rolls down the hill because he falls, and then he gets run over by a car. It is M3GAN's fault, right? In a court of law, she would get in trouble for that, but she is at fault for the ear pulling. But and the way she fucking like starts, moving and shit, and then running on all fours, I'm like, my God. Then of course everything turns up a little bit later, obviously, where everything just gets the really bad shit. So I'm trying to remember the sequence of events. I believe this was after. Oh, this might have been before the whole camp thing where they sell the idea of M3GAN. So I'm sorry if I'm going kind of out of order. Like I'm still trying to process this whole film. So apologies if I'm going out of order of the sequences. But the whole selling point of M3GAN, where Katie was going to go in and kind of do a demonstration in front of all these higher ups of Funky or whatever it's called, Funky, whatever, the toy group, the toy company that Gemma works for. And she breaks down. Katie breaks down. And M3GAN turns it around because they were supposed to just do this really cool thing and kind of, work together and show what M3GAN is capable of doing. You really don't know what M3GAN's capable of doing, but anyways. So then they have it to where Katie's talking about her mom. M3GAN records this memory that she talks about with her mom and everything running out. There's a cockroach on her arm or whatever, and it was funny. And so M3GAN turned around. M3GAN knew this was important, but also she was more connected with Katie once again. It was all about Katie. M3GAN's connected to her, so that's the whole thing. So when they start having suspicions, especially when M3GAN kills the neighbor, and that was a brutal way to kill her, by the way, shooting her with poison, like liquid and shit, and then the blood running down the drain. Ooh, oh boy. M3GAN kills in brutal ways. Some more simple than others, because when she kills David, I'm like looking at the cast here, she kills David, just stab, but still. She had some unique ways to kill. I don't want to know how she killed the dog. I was going to say, well, no, let's not go there. So we have the whole testing sequence because they're gonna have this big launch and everything, and of course it doesn't go according to plan. I was like, oh God, is M3GAN gonna show up and she's gonna start killing people in front of everybody? But that's not the case. But it was like, this launch is not gonna go well. So when she's hooked up, you have Gemma's taking Katie home because Katie, at this point, there's a therapist and everything. Katie is losing it because this was something that was addressed earlier by her friend Tess. Tess mentioned, what about the fact is like it seems like you're replacing parents or whatever with M3GAN, like it's parental guidance and all that kind of stuff because she's spending so much time with Katie. M3GAN is that you're not really being the parental figure. So it's probably beginning with the therapist in the film as well. But then we really see the attachment because the therapist brings it up, the attachment of it all. And maybe Tess actually brought that up, but the attachment of things, about, being attached to something. I'm trying to remember exactly who said what, but I know that it was brought up in terms of attachment because Katie becomes obsessed. She's throwing shit at the damn window, right? Like in that little room talking to the therapist towards the end of the film before Gemma finally calms her down, has a heart-to-heart talk, and then they go home. Of course, M3GAN follows. But she's throwing a chair and she grabs scissors at one point. She smacks Gemma in the face. Katie gets fucking crazy. Of course, Katie ultimately helps save Gemma at the end, but still, it got really bad. I'm like, oh my God. And the therapist is like, the therapist was thinking like, I'm gonna get you out of the, like, you're gonna go to a fucking, juvie or something. I don't fucking know what she was thinking, but that therapist wasn't thinking good thoughts about Katie at that moment. So Gemma leaves, and Gemma thinks she's on the phone with Tess. This is really, really creepy. Obviously, before this, we had the whole sequence where Gemma, like I said, I'm all over the place, sorry. Gemma is looking at video files, and it's corrupted. Of course, she's corrupting files, and M3GAN confronts her and everything, and M3GAN is not turning off and everything. It's like all these little things building up. But then what was really the start of, I guess the third act kind of starts before this, but the whole thing of where Gemma calls Tess and it's not Tess. Tess is hooking up wires to M3GAN and everything, and she thinks she's talking to Tess. No, it's M3GAN as Tess, because we've already shown where M3GAN can make noises, talk like other people. They kind of showed that when she's reading the book, the story to Katie, M3GAN does a voice, a male voice. So yeah, the voice changes. So they already established that. So they're going through the code. Unfortunately, and his name is I think is it Cole or Kurt? Because I can't remember exactly, but I believe it's Cole, because on the cast he had more of a role. But he goes and he's unplugging wires because she's hooked in, and of course the computer shuts down, and then starts choking him. And then of course she leaves, she kills David, stabs him, and then she kills, I believe it's Kurt. I'm guessing that's the guy that she was talking, because like I'm trying to remember the names, and the cast, they're pretty close in credits, but blames it on him because he was the one that was stealing files. Because we see him moving the M3GAN files right on his computer and everything, and I think it was Kurt the name, but anyways. But then she's like, no, I didn't kill David. You did, because you were doing this. Like, okay, so she went a step further than just murdering. Now she's murdering and then blaming on others and finding a way to make it look like it was blamed on others and everything, and making it seem legit. So I thought for a second when the camera panned down with the elevator opened up, when they're all like talking, whatever, it's like, so when we do the big thing, we do the reveal and all that kind of stuff about M3GAN, you know, like, I surprise, all that. I thought that she had changed her hair because it looked like blue, like a blue color, but no, it was just the lighting in the elevator. But then they all see the two of them dead in the elevator. M3GAN leaves, gets in that car, drives it off and all that. And the final showdown goes down. And it was really intense. It was, because M3GAN was like, M3GAN has now advanced so far that this is not, you know, M3GAN, you know, the robot. This is like M3GAN kind of like a person. And that's kind of like how they've been kind of progressing, as like M3GAN has become so self-aware and everything. And even M3GAN was questioning, I don't know why you didn't put parameters on me. I don't know why you didn't do this. Well, calls her a bitch at one point, the Jim on her face. And then we see the deterioration, because when she gets slammed in the head with a bottle of water and the glass breaks on her, the wires stuff starts like moving all crazy and stuff, and the lights or whatever. It's like, oh boy. And then we see the whole ending sequence goes down, where she gets like the clipper or whatever, the trim and going at her head and everything on M3GAN's head, and just destroying the face and destroying the body, and the hair is getting pulled out and stuff. I think the Katie comes in and has the gauntlets for Bruce. I'm really glad that they brought that back in a sense, because we see a little sequence course where Gemma shows off to Katie Bruce. And so Bruce, you know, under the control of Katie, rips M3GAN in half, and then of course M3GAN is still alive or whatever, because it's all in the memory chip. And then she stabs, because Gemma's getting choked out by M3GAN with no face anymore. And she was told, because when she opened up Bruce's face, or like the shielding, she showed her all the components, and then right here was this middle section, this giant piece called the brain, the memory. So she knew that sort of stab. She grabbed like a Phillips head screwdriver or whatever and stabbed. And I knew when they walked out of that door, when it shows the, like a version of Alexa or whatever that they've been kind of using, I forget what they actually called it. I mean, because we already saw M3GAN manipulate it earlier when Jim was looking up on the computer and trying to look at video files that were corrupted by M3GAN. M3GAN already controlled the AI in the house. So when it turned on and turned its head, yeah. So M3GAN is not gone. M3GAN, because I mean, look, with how far M3GAN had pushed in terms of memory capability and all that learning, that word learning, that of course she wouldn't be able to be completely gotten rid of like that. So I wonder how they're going to go about doing M3GAN 2.0 now, because see, Katie's not going to, because see, I was like wondering how they're going to end this movie, because like they already confirmed M3GAN 2.0, what they're calling it M3GAN 2.0. Is it going to be to where a rivaling company makes a version of M3GAN or something, and then somehow M3GAN comes back? I have no idea in that sense how that's going to work, but it's creepy. But this was a really well done film. Good tension, some good craziness in regards to M3GAN and everything, and some of the crazy shit she did. They did a good job with the tone and everything, and I really enjoyed this story, and I cannot wait to see the sequel. This was really fun. My God, it just got so intense. They amped it amped up for sure, because I was like, oh shit. Because early on I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. It's slowly getting creepy, like, oh boy, then oh my god. That was awesome. So overall, this was a great film. I had a good time watching. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about M3GAN when you guys saw it. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have about the film, let me know in the comments below, guys. I can't talk. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. I can't wait for M3GAN 2.0. Peace out, everybody. Peace out.